Here's what actually happens when you meet the Pandora virus. The Pandora virus, discovered in 2013, captivates scientists as the largest virus known to mankind. Unlike typical viruses that evade our vision, the Pandora virus is substantial enough to be spotted under a standard microscope. This giant organism presents an extraordinary genome, roughly 50 times larger than that of the flu virus. Imagine comparing it to a hefty novel filled with intricate plots versus a quick comic book that gets straight to the point. The Pandora virus certainly has more story to tell. Found in a water sample from a Brazilian pond, this peculiar virus prompts scientists to reevaluate their understanding of what constitutes a virus. It raises fascinating questions about viral evolution and the nature of life itself. With its unique characteristics, the Pandora virus serves as a crucial piece in the puzzle of how viruses might evolve and interact with other microorganisms. Therefore, the next time you hear about viruses, remember there's a stunning giant like Pandora lurking in the microscopic world, waiting for deeper exploration. Is it really true that the first video recorder was huge? The Ampex VRS 1000, launched in 1956, was a game-changer in film technology. Unlike the compact devices we have today, this video cassette recorder was massive and designed specifically for television studios rather than home use. In fact, it weighed over 200 pounds and required special installation, making it a true marvel of engineering at the time. The introduction of the VRS 1000 marked the dawn of video recording technology, forever changing how we consume media. Before this innovation, capturing live footage was much more complex and limited. Thanks to the Ampex VRS 1000, video became accessible, paving the way for future devices and the explosion of home entertainment we enjoy today. Imagine a world without recorded movies or shows. Hard to picture, right? It's incredible how one invention can reshape an entire industry. Let's uncover the truth about a lion's roar. Did you know that a lion's roar can reach an astonishing 114 decibels when measured just a meter away? That's louder than a rock concert or a chainsaw. This mighty sound carries across vast distances, being heard from up to 5 miles away in some cases. But how do these magnificent animals achieve such volume without damaging their lungs? The secret lies in their unique vocal cord structure. Unlike humans, lions have a specialized configuration that allows them to produce deep and resonant sounds effortlessly. When a lion roars, it's not just for show. It serves important purposes like marking territory and communicating with other lions. So next time you hear about lions, remember that their mighty roar is a powerful symbol of their strength and natural prowess in the wild. Hard to believe, but Ryan Reynolds owns a gin brand. That's right. The talented actor, renowned for his comedic roles in thrilling action films, took a leap into the beverage industry by acquiring a stake in Aviation Gin in 2018. This American gin is celebrated for its exceptionally smooth flavor, crafted from a harmonious blend of botanicals that create a delightful and unique taste profile. Perfect for both cocktails and sipping neat, Aviation Gin has quickly become a favorite among gin lovers. However, Ryan didn't just slap his name on a bottle. He actively participated in the brand's development, producing cheeky and entertaining advertisements that highlight his playful personality. His enthusiasm for the product shines through, attracting a passionate following among both fans and connoisseurs. Under Reynolds' guidance, Aviation Gin has flourished, gaining recognition for its quality and the charm of its celebrity founder. This venture exemplifies how celebrities can transcend their on-screen roles to become savvy entrepreneurs, exploring new horizons outside of Hollywood. So, the next time you enjoy a cocktail, consider raising a glass to Ryan Reynolds and his delightful contribution to the world of gin. Dare to try tarantula pizza in Cambodia? This unusual dish is not your typical pizza. In fact, one restaurant took culinary adventure to the next level by topping their pizzas with real tarantulas. Imagine biting into a slice that is both cheesy and crunchy, all while experiencing the unique texture of the 8-legged arachnid. Tarantulas have been enjoyed as a snack in Cambodian culture for years, often deep-fried in season. But now they've found their way onto a crispy pizza crust. It might sound unsettling to some, but many locals and adventurous eaters embrace this quirky food trend. If you're visiting Cambodia and feeling brave, why not step outside your comfort zone? Besides being a conversation starter, this pizza showcases how different cultures approach food, transforming something that might scare some into a delicacy. Are you ready for this bold flavor adventure? Dive into the history of the first aquarium. The very first aquarium opened its doors in 1853 in northern London, capturing the wonder of the natural world. Surprisingly, this aquarium was not built for a specific purpose at the outset. It was more of a curiosity than a scientific endeavor. However, it soon became associated with Philip Henry Gauss, a renowned naturalist whose contributions helped elevate its status and importance. Gauss's work in promoting aquatic life drew attention to the aquarium, allowing it to grow and thrive as a center for marine education and research. Visitors marveled at the exotic fish and diverse marine species on display, igniting a passion for ocean life that still resonates today. This early aquarium set the stage for the countless marine centers we enjoy now, sparking curiosity and fostering a love for science and wildlife in millions. Today's aquariums educate us about conservation and the delicate balance of ecosystems. Isn't it amazing how a simple idea in London blossomed into a global phenomenon? Surprisingly, it's a fact that yachts can float on a boat. Meet the Yacht Servant, an extraordinary 700-foot-long vessel specifically designed to transport super yachts. This floating marvel operates as a mobile marina, capable of carrying up to 36 luxurious yachts simultaneously. The Yacht Servant's unique design involves submerging its hull, which allows the yachts to rest just above it. Picture this immense ship as a colossal platform that supports these magnificent boats as they glide across water. This clever method not only facilitates a smooth transit for the yachts, but also significantly streamlines the process for yacht owners, eliminating the need to navigate crowded shipping lanes or manage the complexities of individual yacht transportation. As the yacht sector continues to expand, innovations like the Yacht Servant are vital. They showcase how creative engineering reshapes industries, making yacht transport simpler and more accessible. With advancements like this in yacht logistics, enthusiasts can enjoy their dreams of open water adventures without hassle. Could this be the future of luxury boating? Is check writing an American tradition worth keeping? Each year, Americans write around 50 billion checks, making checks the second most common form of payment after cash. Despite the explosion of digital banking and online payment methods, paper checks still hold a sturdy place in the economy. Many people appreciate checks for their tangible nature, allowing them to keep track of spending and providing a physical record of transactions. Additionally, checks can be especially useful for paying bills, sending gifts, or making larger payments when electronic methods aren't an option. This reliance on checks even persists in businesses around the country, where traditional practices continue to thrive. While technology evolves and digital payments become more popular, the question remains: will checks become a relic of the past, or will they continue to coexist with new financial innovations? Ever thought about why pandas have special thumbs? It turns out that a panda's thumb is quite the biological marvel. This unusual thumb isn't a thumb at all, but rather an enlarged wrist bone that has evolved specifically to help pandas grasp bamboo, their primary food source. The panda's diet consists almost entirely of bamboo, which is tough to eat. To combat this, their unique thumb allows them to effectively strip leaves from stalks and break apart the stems with ease. This is an excellent example of convergent evolution, where different species develop similar traits to adapt to their environments. Other animals, like koalas and some species of primates, have also evolved similar adaptations for grasping. So next time you admire a panda munching on bamboo, remember their incredible thumbs play a key role in their survival. Is it really true that avocados last for centuries? Yes, it is. With proper care, avocado trees can produce fruit for an astonishing 300 years. Originally from Central and South America, these trees were cultivated long ago and were a key food source for the Aztecs. Their rich, creamy texture and impressive health benefits have made avocados a global sensation today. Packed with vitamins, healthy fats, and fiber, they can enhance everything from salads to toast, making them a favorite ingredient in countless dishes. The cultivation of avocado trees isn't just a farming venture. It's a long-lasting agricultural treasure that connects ancient traditions with modern dining. As the avocado trend continues to rise, with guacamole taking center stage at parties and cafes, it's essential to appreciate the history and longevity of these remarkable trees. So next time you enjoy an avocado, remember you're savoring a bit of history that has thrived for generations. Let's uncover the truth about the incredible pufferfish. This small, slow-seeming fish is much more than it appears. When threatened, the pufferfish performs an extraordinary defense mechanism. It rapidly gulps water or air to inflate itself into a round, spiky ball, making it difficult for predators to bite or swallow. Its skin is covered with sharp spines, enhancing its protection. But that's not all. Many pufferfish species contain tetrodotoxin, a potent natural poison, in their liver, ovaries, and skin. Even a tiny amount can be fatal, posing a significant risk to both animals and humans. Interestingly, this toxic fish is considered a delicacy in Japan, known as fugu, but only specially trained chefs are allowed to prepare it, as they must skillfully remove the toxic parts. Scientists are fascinated by the pufferfish's inflation mechanism, which involves flexible internal chambers and muscular valves. They are studying it for insights into creating innovative, expandable biomaterials. Thus, the pufferfish teaches us that sometimes the best defense is an unexpected transformation. Fascinating frogs can freeze solid and come back to life. Certain frog species, like the wood frog, have an astonishing survival strategy when winter strikes. When temperatures drop, these remarkable creatures can actually freeze their bodies, turning into little frosty statues. This incredible adaptation prevents them from dying in icy conditions, enabling them to withstand freezing temperatures. During this freeze, the frog's hearts stop beating and they stop breathing, entering a state of suspended animation. When spring arrives and the weather warms up, these frogs thaw out and spring back to life, resuming their normal activities as if nothing happened. This magical phenomenon shows how life can adapt in extraordinary ways to harsh environments. Scientists study these frogs not only for their unique biology, but also to gain insights into how to preserve other species threatened by climate change. So next time you think of winter, remember that some frogs are literally chilling until warmer days return. Could you imagine being frozen and waking up in spring? Hard to believe, but Scotland's national animal is a unicorn. This mythical creature, often associated with purity and power, perfectly encapsulates the spirit of Scotland. While many might expect a lion or eagle as a national symbol, the unicorn's unique history makes it a fitting emblem for this vibrant nation. Its roots trace back to the 15th century, when it first made an appearance on the royal coat of arms. In Scottish folklore, the unicorn is not just a gentle being. It's depicted as a fierce and untamed creature, symbolizing strength in the fight against oppression. As a result, it weaves a rich narrative through Scotland's cultural fabric, showing up in everything from art to literature. Modern festivals celebrating Scottish heritage often feature the unicorn, showcasing its continued relevance. Moreover, its ties to Celtic mythology add layers of magic and wonder to its story, inviting curiosity and admiration. So the next time you think of Scotland, don't just picture bagpipes and kilts. Remember the enchanting unicorn, a legendary creature proudly representing the nation. Did you know the moon is slowly drifting away? The moon isn't just hanging out in the sky, it's actually moving away from Earth at a surprising pace of around 3.8 centimeters each year. This gradual drift is due to tidal forces, where the gravitational pull between the Earth and the moon creates a fascinating dance. As the Earth spins, it pulls on the water in the oceans, creating tides. These tides aren't just static pools of water, they shift and flow. And as they do, they transfer some of Earth's rotational energy to the moon. This exchange of energy, known as angular momentum, causes the moon to slowly inch further away, while ever so slightly slowing down Earth's rotation. You might think that 3.8 centimeters is a small number, but over millions of years, it adds up. For instance, this means that Earth's days are getting longer by about 1.7 milliseconds every century. Imagine a future where our days are significantly longer and tides behave differently because of the moon's retreat. It's a stellar reminder of how connected our celestial neighbors are and how the cosmos shapes our everyday lives. Surprisingly, it's a fact that cardboard can be art. Meet Monomiono, a brilliant Japanese artist who transforms the everyday, like Amazon boxes, into breathtaking sculptures. Instead of tossing those crumpled packages into recycling, he skillfully cuts, folds, and assembles them, turning the mundane into gallery-worthy creations. Each sculpture doesn't merely represent a box, it showcases a narrative that intertwines its history with Monomiono's imaginative vision. This approach not only highlights his talent, but also brings attention to sustainability in the art world. Monomiono's works have gained recognition in prestigious galleries across Japan, attracting art lovers and collectors who appreciate innovation. Some pieces have even sold for more than 11,000 euros. This remarkable journey from disposal to art instills a new perspective on what we consider waste. The next time you receive a package, pause and ponder the potential hidden within. Perhaps it could transform into something extraordinary. Monomiono's artistry encourages everyone to reevaluate everyday objects and embrace the beauty of recycling. Could your trash become treasure? Hard to believe, but ostrich eggs are massive. These incredible eggs are the largest of any bird, measuring about 5.9 inches wide and weighing more than 3.3 pounds. Imagine trying to lift one of these giant eggs. They can be heavier than a small dog. Interestingly, one ostrich egg is roughly equal to 24 chicken eggs, making it a quirky addition to any kitchen. Not only are they big, but their shells are also incredibly thick, often around 0.08 inches, which helps protect the developing chicken side. With a creamy color that resembles that of a chicken egg but on a much larger scale, ostrich eggs can be a unique sight on a breakfast table. These fascinating creatures lay just a few eggs each season, showcasing their care and nurturing their young. So the next time you crack open a chicken egg, think about the colossal ostrich egg and how many chicken eggs would fit inside it. Let's uncover the truth about Louisiana's unusual law. In Sulphur, Louisiana, it is actually illegal to have sex with a cow, and this peculiar rule takes us back to when society tried to regulate moral behavior and protect animal welfare. Although this law may sound absurd today, it reflects the legal system's efforts to adapt to social norms and concerns from years gone by. Many outdated laws still linger in various states, often as remnants of a time when public morality was a hot topic. Laws like this one might initially seem funny or strange, but they often emerge from serious issues surrounding ethics and animal rights. Over the years, legal systems have evolved, working to address contemporary societal needs rather than resting on outdated principles. Some folks may wonder whether these laws should still exist or if they should be updated or removed altogether. Regardless, the existence of such a law brings a quirky charm to the local folklore and shines a light on how we view laws and morals in today's world. Let's uncover the truth about snowflakes. It's fascinating to think that while it's theoretically possible for two snowflakes to be atomically identical, the chances of this happening are practically non-existent. Each snowflake forms when water vapor freezes into ice crystals, and the conditions during this process are unique to their location in the clouds. Factors like temperature, humidity, and air currents all influence how the crystals grow. With billions of tiny variations possible, each snowflake can take on a distinctive shape, leading to an incredible diversity of designs. In fact, scientists estimate there are over 1 trillion different snowflake structures. This means that even if two snowflakes look similar, their atomic makeup is likely to differ. So next time you catch a snowflake on your glove, remember that its unique beauty is one of a kind, and you're witnessing nature's magic in action. Did you know that Riyadh Front is redefining entertainment? This exciting complex is not just another shopping mall. It's a vibrant cultural epicenter that is quickly putting Riyadh on the global entertainment map. Picture yourself wandering through a stunning space filled with a mix of international retail brands and upscale dining options, all while enjoying the enchanting Arabian Nights. As twilight descends, Riyadh Front evolves into a dynamic hotspot, buzzing with energy and charm. You can dance to the latest beats at electrifying DJ parties, enjoy live music performances under the stars, or immerse yourself in creativity at art exhibitions that celebrate both local and international talent. The atmosphere pulsates with excitement, providing the perfect backdrop for friends and families to connect and have fun together. Whether you're a foodie eager to try diverse global cuisines, a shopaholic seeking the trendiest styles, or someone with a passion for arts and nightlife, Riyadh Front offers something unique for everyone. So why not dive into this new gem of a destination and make unforgettable memories, whether you're a local or just visiting? Believe it or not, Yao women have incredible hair. In Huanglo Village, China, the Yao women stand out for their extraordinary long hair, which can reach lengths of over 6.5 feet. This remarkable feature holds deep cultural significance as their hair symbolizes luck, longevity, and beauty. Interestingly, the Yao women only cut their hair once in their lives, typically during a significant life event, such as marriage. To keep their hair looking dark, shiny, and healthy, they use a unique washing method involving rice water, which is rich in nutrients that help nourish and strengthen their locks. This tradition has not only made the Yao women famous for their hair, but has also led Huanglo Village to be recognized by the Guinness World Records as the world's longest hair village. Visitors often come from near and far to witness this remarkable custom, and the Yao women take great pride in sharing their hair care secrets. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as hair can carry such deep cultural meanings? Hard to believe, but Morgan Freeman once flew planes. At just 18 years old, the legendary actor Morgan Freeman took a surprising turn by enlisting in the United States Air Force. While most of us know him for his unforgettable voice and roles in films, his military journey began as a radar technician, where he developed skills crucial for aviation. Interestingly, Freeman was accepted into a fighter pilot training program, which sounds like a thrilling adventure. However, he made a thoughtful choice to decline the opportunity, revealing his strong moral compass. Freeman didn't want to be trained to kill. He simply had a passion for flying. This fascinating glimpse into his life shows that even icons have multifaceted pasts, shaped by values and decisions that reflect their true selves beyond the spotlight. Isn't it inspiring to see how a young man's choices influence the legend he would eventually become? Can you believe Nabokov predicted emoticons in 1969? In a fascinating twist of literary foresight, the renowned author Vladimir Nabokov, known for his brilliant novels and poetic language, made a remarkable suggestion that has since shaped digital communication. He envisioned that simple written symbols could effectively express emotions, much like how we now use emojis. This idea, which seemed far-fetched at the time, became a reality with the advent of the internet and texting. Today, emoticons and emojis have transformed the way we communicate, adding a fun and expressive layer to our messages. Whether it's a smiley face or a heart, these tiny images convey feelings that words sometimes can't. Nabokov's insight sheds light on the evolution of language, reminding us that even in the 1960s, thinkers were anticipating ways for technology to enhance our emotional expressions. Isn't it intriguing how a literary mind foresaw such a change? Is it really true that Abraham Lake is a winter wonderland? This enchanting spot in Alberta, Canada, showcases a breathtaking natural phenomenon when winter blankets the region. As temperatures drop, the lake freezes over, creating a stunning icy surface. What makes this site truly captivating are the thousands of tiny bubbles filled with methane gas trapped beneath the ice. These bubbles, formed by the decomposition of organic material below the surface, escape into the water and become encased as the lake freezes. This results in mesmerizing patterns of floating ice or ghostly orbs that decorate the lake, giving it an otherworldly charm. The surreal beauty draws adventurers and photographers from far and wide, all eager to capture this unique spectacle. However, it's crucial to remember these methane bubbles represent more than just a striking visual. They play an important role in the ecosystem. Methane, a natural byproduct of decomposition, contributes to the lake's hidden life and ecology. If you find yourself in Alberta during the colder months, don't miss the chance to explore Abraham Lake. Witnessing this spectacular sight is an experience you won't forget. Let's uncover the truth about gravity on Mars. Lower gravity on Mars affects how fluids move in the body, which can change how astronauts perform everyday activities like walking and sleeping. Here on Earth, gravity helps keep our blood and other fluids in the right places, but on Mars, which has only about 38% of Earth's gravity, things can shift around in unexpected ways. For astronauts, this could mean that their bodies might not function the same way after spending a long time on the red planet. Understanding these changes is crucial for keeping astronauts healthy during their missions. Scientists are studying how lower gravity impacts us, so they can develop strategies to help astronauts adapt. This knowledge is not just important for space travel, it also gives insights into human health on Earth. How can we prepare for these unique challenges? Why do cows love classical music so much? Research shows that cows actually produce more milk when they listen to soothing tunes, particularly classical compositions. The rhythmic and calming nature of this music appears to reduce stress levels in these gentle giants. When cows are relaxed, their bodies can focus on milk production, leading to higher yields. Studies have demonstrated that playing tracks from famous composers like Mozart and Beethoven can create an environment that fosters happiness among cows. Imagine a leisurely afternoon on a farm with the melodic sounds floating through the air, helping the cows feel at ease. Not only does this improve their mood, but it also positively impacts the farmer's profits. Many dairy farmers have recognized the benefits of these musical interludes and are now incorporating them into their daily routines. So the next time you hear a classic symphony, think about how it might be helping our bovine friends produce that delicious glass of milk. Who knew music could play such a crucial role in farming? Did you know that recycling bottles can pay you back? In many countries, citizens receive cash rewards for returning their empty bottles. This system encourages people to collect their recyclable containers, turning what might be waste into extra cash. Each time someone drops off a bottle, they help reduce litter and conserve resources, benefiting the environment. Imagine walking to a recycling station and walking back with a little bonus in your pocket. It's a win-win situation. This initiative not only helps the planet by keeping plastic out of landfills and oceans, but also supports local economies by putting money back into people's hands. Along the way, everyone learns about the importance of recycling, making it a fun and responsible habit for future generations. Isn't it exciting to think that your simple action can make a big difference for both your wallet and the Earth? Did you know that vaults are nature's cellular mysteries? These intriguing barrel-shaped structures hide within many animal cells, but their exact role still puzzles scientists. Discovered in the 1980s, vaults are often brushed aside in textbooks, leaving us to wonder about their functions. Some researchers propose that they could be involved in transporting molecules within the cell, or even in providing a defense mechanism against viruses and toxins. The shape of vaults allows them to potentially carry other substances, making them fascinating candidates for studying drug delivery systems. Imagine these little barrels going about their business, possibly ensuring our cells stay healthy and coordinated. Despite the gaps in our knowledge, their presence in various animal cells suggests they are playing an essential, yet mysterious role in cell biology. What other secrets might vaults hold? Guess what really drives Don Cheadle's career choice? Don Cheadle faced an unexpected dilemma when he was offered the role of War Machine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He had just 1 hour to make his decision, which could shape his career for over a decade. In a moment filled with excitement and pressure, he was at his child's birthday party, celebrating a special day. Realizing the weight of the opportunity, his agent stepped in and granted him an extra hour to consider the offer. Cheadle knew that War Machine could not only elevate his acting career, but also connect him to millions of Marvel fans worldwide. This character would become a staple in blockbuster films like Iron Man and Avengers, making Cheadle a beloved figure in superhero lore. Ultimately, he embraced the challenge, taking on a role that would lead to thrilling adventures and a long-lasting legacy in the Marvel Universe. Prepare to be amazed by the Sun's mysterious corona. The Sun's corona, the outer layer of its atmosphere, shines with temperatures soaring to about 1 million degrees Celsius, far hotter than the sun's surface, which sits around 5,500 degrees Celsius. This striking temperature difference creates a scientific puzzle known as the coronal heating problem. Researchers are scratching their heads over why the corona gets so hot when logic suggests it should be cooler than the sun's surface. Scientists have proposed several intriguing theories, from magnetic waves transferring energy to the corona, to the possibility of tiny solar flares known as nanoflares causing the surge in heat. As they explore these theories, uncovering the secrets of the corona could lead to major breakthroughs in understanding solar dynamics and even influences on Earth's climate. What do you think will solve this solar mystery? Here's something incredible about blue whales. These magnificent creatures are not just the largest animals on Earth, growing up to an astonishing 100 feet long and weighing over 200 tons, but they are also among the loudest. With calls reaching 188 decibels, their sounds can travel more than 1,000 miles underwater, making it easier for them to communicate with each other across vast distances. Blue whales primarily feast on tiny krill, and during feeding season, they can devour up to 4 tons of these little shrimp-like creatures each day. Despite their impressive size and incredible adaptations, blue whales remain endangered, primarily due to past whaling practices that nearly drove them to extinction. Thankfully, international protections have been put in place, allowing their populations to gradually bounce back. Recognizing the importance of these giants helps us understand the need for conservation efforts to ensure their survival for future generations. Why did they conquer Mount Everest in 1953? This remarkable achievement marks a pivotal moment in the history of mountaineering. Mount Everest is famously known as the tallest mountain on Earth, soaring at an impressive 29,032 feet. The first successful ascent occurred on May 29, 1953, thanks to the daring expedition led by British mountaineer Sir John Hunt. He carefully selected a talented team, including New Zealand's fearless climber Sir Edmund Hillary and the skilled Sherpa Tenzing Norgay. Facing treacherous weather and harsh conditions, these brave individuals worked together, pushing their limits to reach the summit. Their victory not only fulfilled a dream for many climbers, but also inspired a generation to explore the great outdoors. This incredible journey into the clouds opened the door for future explorers eager to tackle the world's most challenging peaks. What drove them to take such risks? A Swedish millionaire's bold move to save the Amazon. In 2005, Johan Elias stirred up attention when he bought a staggering 400,000 acres of the Amazon rainforest from a logging company. His primary goal? To protect this vital ecosystem from deforestation and exploitation. The Amazon is crucial for our planet, acting as a major carbon sink and a habitat for countless species. By purchasing this extensive tract of land, Elias aimed to create a sanctuary for wildlife and combat climate change. His action highlights the growing concern for environmental preservation, as many people recognize the importance of safeguarding our natural resources. Elias's initiative is a reminder that individuals can make a significant impact on global issues. What do you think about such bold actions for conservation? What if I told you about Thailand's unique Monya Festival? Every year, the Prasmanan Monya Festival takes place in Thailand, celebrating the end of a year-long process that connects participants to their cultural traditions. This vibrant festival is not just about revelry, it includes a fascinating twist. For an entire year, participants refrain from consuming certain foods, building up excitement and appreciation for the delicious banquet that comes at the end. When the festival finally arrives, attendees feast on a variety of mouth-watering dishes that highlight the richness of Thai cuisine. The event is filled with colorful decorations, lively music, and joyful dance, all celebrating community and tradition. It's a feast for the senses, showcasing vibrant flavors that participants have eagerly anticipated. The Monya Festival beautifully illustrates how food can serve as both a cultural marker and a source of joy. So when the celebration arrives, it's not just a meal. It's a culmination of shared experiences, patience, and the thrill of togetherness. Have you ever experienced a festival that transforms food into a joyous event? Prepare to be amazed by coffin mirrors. In the 19th century, an unusual belief took hold that lining coffins with mirrors could either trap a soul inside or stop it from haunting the living. This peculiar practice arose from deep-seated fears and fascination with the afterlife. People thought that mirrors could capture a person's spirit during its final journey, preventing it from moving on. Imagine a family gathering around an ornate coffin, its interior glinting with reflective surfaces, all to safeguard their loved one from becoming a restless ghost. This belief also echoes the era's superstitions, where many sought answers to life's mysteries through such rituals. While we may find this practice strange today, it highlights how different cultures navigate grief and the unknown. What do you think about using mirrors in such an eerie way? Here's what actually happens when you blink. On average, a person blinks over 5 million times each year. Each blink might seem inconsequential, but it plays a crucial role in keeping our eyes healthy and our minds sharp. When you blink, your eyelids sweep across the surface of your eyes, spreading tears that keep them moisturized and free from dust and debris. These tears contain essential nutrients that nourish the eye and help protect it from infection. But blinking doesn't stop there. It also gives your brain tiny breaks, allowing it to recharge. This brief pause helps enhance focus and concentration as you shift your attention back to your tasks. So those rapid little blinks you take throughout the day are more than just reflexes. They are vital moments for your eyes and mind. Have you ever thought about how often you blink? Here's what actually happens with flesh-eating bacteria. Necrotizing fasciitis, often nicknamed flesh-eating bacteria, is a terrifying but rare infection known for its swift and ruthless destruction of skin, fat, and muscle tissue. What makes it so deadly is its ability to spread quickly, often starting from just a tiny cut or scrape that you might barely notice. Once the bacteria invade, symptoms can escalate rapidly, sometimes within just days. People may experience intense pain, swelling, and fever as the infection takes hold. Sadly, in severe cases, the consequences can be as drastic as amputations or even death. Understanding how this infection spreads and the speed at which it can act is crucial for prevention. While it's rare, being aware of the signs and seeking immediate medical attention can make a huge difference in outcomes. How do we protect ourselves from such a swift threat? Is it really true that moles need constant food? Moles are fascinating creatures with remarkable adaptations for life underground. Because they have high metabolic rates, these little animals require a substantial amount of energy just to keep going. Moles primarily feast on insects, worms, and other small invertebrates found in the soil. In fact, they can eat up to their body weight in food every day. If they go without food for even just a few hours, they can face serious health problems, leading to weakness or even death. This constant need for nutrition drives them to be highly effective hunters, digging through the dirt to find their meals. Their unique lifestyle and rapid metabolism make them experts at surviving in their subterranean world. But it also means they can't take a break when it comes to eating. So next time you see a molehill, remember how hard these critters are working beneath our feet. Believe it or not, the Inca tern is incredible. This unique marine bird thrives along the stunning Pacific coast of South America, from Ecuador to northern Chile and Peru. With its mostly white body and striking dark head, the Inca tern boasts a distinctive black stripe that beautifully frames its bright, expressive eyes. Its eye-catching appearance not only makes it a favorite among bird watchers, but also highlights its adaptation to life in coastal habitats. The Inca tern has developed excellent fishing skills, often diving gracefully into the ocean to catch small fish. While searching for food, these birds are often seen displaying their lively personality, which includes playful interactions with each other. Their habitat features rocky shores and sandy beaches, where they build their nests in colonies on cliffs, providing safety from predators. Observing these charismatic birds in their natural environment is a delightful experience, showcasing nature's creativity and diversity. What other fascinating facts await discovery about the avian world? Hormonal contraceptives. Do they affect your mood? Scientists recently discovered that the effects of hormonal contraceptives on emotional well-being are far from straightforward. These medications provide a convenient way for individuals to manage reproductive health, but their influence on mood is a topic still under investigation. Some studies suggest that hormonal changes caused by contraceptives can lead to shifts in emotional states, including anxiety and depression. However, the reactions vary widely between individuals. While some report feeling more balanced and stable, others experience emotional fluctuations that concern them. This complexity indicates the need for more research to clarify how different hormones impact mental health. As we explore these connections, it's vital for users to stay informed and discuss any emotional changes with healthcare providers to ensure that their contraceptive choice supports both their physical health and emotional well-being. Have you heard about the Arizona hiking rescue adventure? In 2019, an extraordinary incident unfolded when a 74-year-old woman was rescued after an unfortunate hiking injury in Arizona. While rescuers worked hard to get her to safety, an unexpected twist occurred. The stretcher she was on began to spin out of control. Fortunately, she escaped serious injuries. This dramatic rescue did not end there, as the woman later filed a lawsuit against the city, claiming negligence during the rescue operation. Her experience raised important questions about the safety protocols in place for emergency rescues. After a legal battle, she was awarded $50,000 in compensation in 2021, reflecting both her ordeal and the responsibilities shouldered by city officials. This story isn't just about a rescue gone awry. It highlights the critical balance between providing swift help and ensuring safety practices are followed. As more people hike and explore nature, cases like this remind us all to prioritize safety and caution in adventurous pursuits. Could better training for rescuers prevent similar accidents? Have you ever wondered why your body grows lanugo? Lanugo is a fine, soft hair that usually appears on fetuses while they develop in the womb. However, under extreme conditions, such as severe malnutrition or anorexia, this hair can make a comeback in adults. Why does this happen? When the body faces starvation and lacks sufficient fat, it starts to conserve heat, and lanugo grows as a natural response to provide extra insulation. This is crucial because maintaining body temperature becomes a priority when resources are limited. The delicate hair helps trap warmth, allowing vital organs to function properly, even in tough times. While it may seem unusual, lanugo is a fascinating survival mechanism that showcases how adaptable our bodies can be in the face of adversity. So the next time you hear about someone struggling with eating disorders or extreme hunger, remember this unique way our bodies try to protect us. Here's a wild fact about Komodo dragons. These extraordinary lizards thrive on remote Indonesian islands, where they rule as apex predators. Adult Komodo dragons can reach nearly 10 feet in length and weigh over 150 pounds, showcasing their impressive size and strength. Their bites are not only powerful, but also venomous, filled with bacteria and toxins that can take down prey much larger than themselves. With exceptional hunting skills, they can stalk and ambush animals, making them fascinating subjects in studying reptilian diversity. What's even more incredible is their reproductive versatility. Females can reproduce both sexually and through a process called parthenogenesis, allowing them to give birth without a mate. This adaptability is a key reason why scientists are so captivated by these creatures. Isn't it amazing how nature creates such unique and resilient animals? Here's a wild fact about the universe's eerie sounds. Scientists have found that the note B-flat is surprisingly widespread throughout the cosmos, even in places you wouldn't typically expect. One of the most mind-blowing discoveries comes from black holes, which emit a sound 57 octaves below middle C. This deep resonance translates to an incredibly low B-flat, almost like a cosmic hum resonating through the void. Imagine the universe producing a continuous, mysterious bassline, setting the stage for the grand cosmic symphony. This startling information not only reveals the unexpected ways sound exists in space, but also hints at the deeper connections between music and the fabric of our universe. So the next time you're gazing at the night sky, remember that even in the silence of space, there's a profound melody playing that we barely perceive. Did you know about Tiffany Blue's trademark journey? This specific shade associated with luxury and elegance belongs to the iconic jewelry brand Tiffany & Co. Originally introduced in the 1830s, Tiffany blue is more than just a color. It's a symbol that represents the brand's commitment to quality and sophistication. In fact, the company recognized the unique power of this hue and officially registered it as a trademark in 1998. This means that Tiffany & Co. has exclusive rights to this delightful blue, making it illegal for other businesses to use it in ways that could confuse consumers. The color is so beloved that it can often evoke feelings of excitement and anticipation, especially when you receive a gift from Tiffany. Imagine unwrapping a beautiful box adorned in this signature blue. It's no wonder that this shade is now ingrained in popular culture, appearing in everything from fashion to home decor. Next time you see Tiffany blue, remember, it's not just a color, it's a powerful brand statement. Did you know Marilyn Monroe sang to JFK in style? In 1962, the world witnessed a dazzling moment when Marilyn Monroe stepped onto the stage in a stunning, form-fitting dress to serenade President John F. Kennedy with a sultry rendition of Happy Birthday. This iconic dress, made of sheer fabric and adorned with sparkling rhinestones, became more than just a piece of clothing. It was a symbol of glamour and boldness that has captivated fans for decades. As she sang, Monroe's playful and flirty style perfectly embodied the spirit of the era, leaving an unforgettable mark on both fashion and pop culture. The event itself was brimming with excitement, making it one of the most talked about moments in American history. To this day, that birthday celebration stands as a testament to Monroe's impact, showcasing her talent and timeless allure. How did a simple song turn into a legendary fashion statement? Believe it or not, power banks are lifesavers. These handy devices function like portable batteries, allowing you to recharge your cell phone, tablet, or other electronic gadgets on the go. Picture this. You're on a hiking trip or caught in an unexpected power outage, and suddenly your phone dies. That's where a power bank shines. Most power banks connect through USB, making them easy to use with a variety of devices. Their capacity, measured in milliamp hours, determines how many times they can charge your devices before needing a recharge themselves. Some impressive models even come with solar charging capabilities, perfect for outdoor adventures when you can't plug into an outlet. Plus, many power banks offer multiple output options so you can charge several devices at once. With technology becoming essential for communication, navigation, and entertainment, having a power bank ensures you're never left powerless during crucial moments. Don't you want the peace of mind that comes with staying connected, no matter where you are? Believe it or not, women forget childbirth pain. This remarkable phenomenon occurs thanks to a fascinating biological mechanism. After giving birth, many women experience a phenomenon known as postpartum memory loss, which affects how they remember the intense pain of labor. Research suggests that this memory lapse is not just a quirky side effect, but a vital adaptation that helps families grow. If mothers vividly recalled the pain, they might hesitate to have more children, ultimately slowing population growth. The brain seems to prioritize memories of joy, such as the newborn's first smile or gentle cuddles, while softening the recollection of pain. This balance can help mothers focus on nurturing their babies instead. It's nature's way of ensuring that the cycle of life continues despite the challenges of childbirth. Whether through hormonal shifts after delivery or specific brain changes, this ability plays a crucial role in family dynamics and societal growth. So the next time you hear a mother's story about childbirth, remember that her brain might be helping her focus on the joy over the pain. Did you know Alabama tops the charts in faith? This southern state leads the U.S. with an impressive 86% of its population identifying as Christian. Among them, nearly half, about 49%, are evangelical Protestants. This strong religious presence shapes everyday life in Alabama, as faith plays a vital role in culture, politics, and community traditions. For instance, you'll find that many local events are deeply rooted in religious customs, from weekend church services to holiday celebrations that echo Christian beliefs. Furthermore, the influence of faith extends into politics, where many leaders often seek guidance from their religious values when making decisions. This intertwining of faith and community fosters a unique environment where traditions are cherished, and social events often reflect shared beliefs. Interestingly, Alabama's strong religious identity also impacts how residents view social issues, prioritize family life, and engage in community service. So whether you're exploring Alabama's vibrant cities or its charming small towns, the emphasis on faith is evident in the smiles of its people and the warmth of its gatherings. Let's uncover the truth about Neil Armstrong's famous words. When Neil Armstrong took his historic first step onto the moon in 1969, he intended to say, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." However, a small glitch in the transmission caused the crucial A to disappear, leading to a slight change in meaning. This omission left many listeners puzzled, as it sounded like he declared, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Armstrong has often clarified that he never meant to drop the article. This small detail has sparked debate among linguists, historians, and space enthusiasts for decades. Could you imagine how different the impact of his words might have been if that tiny word had been included? Despite the mix-up, Armstrong's message continues to inspire generations, symbolizing humanity's incredible ability to explore beyond Earth. What do you think his words mean to you? Sloths can starve with full belly. Is that possible? How is that possible? It turns out these fascinating creatures have a unique feeding process that can backfire on them. Sloths are famous for their slow movements and equally slow digestion, which means their bodies take a long time to break down food. While they munch on leaves, which are low in nutrients to begin with, some leaves can be downright useless for their survival. If sloths eat leaves lacking in vitamins and minerals, they may fill their stomachs but not gain any real nourishment. In fact, their special adaptations hinder them from quickly processing food, leading to a slow and steady energy release. This means that even when their bellies are full, they can still become malnourished or starve. It's a strange twist of fate for such adorable animals. Their survival hinges on the type of leaves they can find in their treetop homes. So next time you see a sloth lounging in a tree, remember they might not be as well fed as they seem. Did you know nurse sharks can sleep on the ocean floor? Most sharks, like the great white or hammerhead, must keep swimming to breathe by constantly passing water over their gills. This means that even while they sleep, they're often gliding slowly through the sea. However, nurse sharks have a unique trick up their sleeves. They have small openings called spiracles located just behind their eyes. These spiracles can pump water over their gills, allowing nurse sharks to rest motionless on the ocean floor. Imagine lying down for a nap while still being able to breathe. This fascinating adaptation not only helps nurse sharks conserve energy, but also showcases the incredible diversity in shark survival strategies. Each shark species has its own set of skills for thriving in challenging underwater environments, proving that the ocean is full of surprises. What if King Kong took over the Empire State Building? This iconic tower recently became a stage like no other. A special exhibit transformed the building by replacing its windows with high-definition monitors, showcasing stunning views of New York City. Visitors experienced breathtaking scenes of the city, as if they were part of King Kong's world. To make it even more spectacular, massive fake hands of the colossal ape seemed to emerge from the top of the tower, creating a jaw-dropping illusion. This clever setup allowed onlookers to engage with the classic movie character in an entirely new way, blending reality and fiction in one of the most recognizable landmarks. Imagine standing on the street, gazing up at the Empire State Building, and witnessing the thrilling spectacle of King Kong seemingly reaching out towards you. This imaginative exhibit not only celebrated the legendary film, but also brought a sense of excitement and wonder to everyone, reminding us all of the magic that movies can create. So can you envision what it felt like to be part of such a surreal experience? What if I told you lobsters communicate with urine? These fascinating creatures boast unique vesicles located right behind their eyes. These vesicles contain special fluids that lobsters use in their social interactions. When it's time to establish territory or attract a mate, lobsters spray urine from these vesicles to send signals to one another. The chemical composition of the urine conveys important information, letting other lobsters know about their readiness to mate or that a certain area is claimed. This method of communication might seem strange to us, But in the underwater world, it works like a charm. By releasing specific chemicals, lobsters can effectively broadcast messages over distances, ensuring their social needs are met. So, next time you think about lobsters, remember it's not just about the tasty meat. They have complex social lives too. Who knew these crustaceans had such intriguing ways of connecting? Did you know the 10,000-year clock exists? This incredible creation, built by the Long Now Foundation, is designed not just to survive for millennia, but to change how we think about time itself. Nestled inside a mountain in Texas, this marvelous clock is programmed to tick once a year and chime only once every century. It serves as a profound reminder that our actions today ripple through time, influencing generations to come. Rather than focusing on short-term gains, the clock encourages us to think long-term, promoting responsibility and sustainability. The mechanism involves ingenious engineering to ensure it can withstand the test of time, using durable materials and a smart design that minimizes maintenance. This fascinating project invites us to ponder what civilizations thousands of years from now will think of us. How do we want our legacy to be remembered? Believe it or not, Zimbabwe's literacy rates are impressive. Following its independence, Zimbabwe invested heavily in education, making literacy a top priority and achieving remarkable success. The country's commitment to teaching has led to a literacy rate of over 90%, which is one of the highest in Africa. This achievement showcases the value that Zimbabweans place on education, even in the face of challenges like teacher shortages and limited resources. Schools across the country strive to provide quality education, fueled by community efforts and a drive for improvement. Teachers, though sometimes scarce, work tirelessly in classrooms to inspire and educate young minds. Parents and communities also play crucial roles, supporting their children's learning through various initiatives. The dedication to education demonstrates the resilience and determination of the Zimbabwean people, who understand that knowledge is the key to a brighter future. What can we learn from their example? What if I told you Brazil is massive? Brazil, the largest country in South America, stretches over a jaw-dropping 8.5 million square kilometers. This makes it the fifth largest country in the entire world. If you were to travel around Brazil, you'd find that it shares borders with every South American nation, except for Chile and Ecuador. But it's not just about size. Much of Brazil is a stunning display of nature's beauty, especially the Amazon rainforest. This incredible wilderness is not only vast, but also teeming with life, hosting countless plant and animal species found nowhere else on Earth. Imagine standing in the heart of the Amazon, surrounded by towering trees and the sounds of exotic wildlife. Brazil stands out not only for its size, but for its rich biodiversity and vibrant culture. What adventures might be waiting in this wild, enchanting land? Believe it or not, Thomas Weathers had an enormous nose. This remarkable man once held the record for the longest nose ever, measuring an astonishing 7.48 inches. Imagine that. Just picture how unusual it must have been to see such a prominent feature, especially during a sneeze when it could really be a spectacle. Weathers' nose not only made him a conversation starter, but also a fascinating piece of trivia in the world of human oddities. While many people might feel self-conscious about their unique features, Weathers embraced his situation with a sense of humor. Despite the challenges that come with having a nose that size, he became known for his distinctive look and even gained some fame due to it. His story reminds us that what makes us different can also make us special. So what do you think? Would you celebrate a unique feature like that? Explore Norway's amazing Drammen Spiral Tunnel. This remarkable engineering feat stretches an incredible 5,113 feet and is designed like a giant helix that twists 6 times. Located near the town of Drammen, the tunnel ascends gracefully, allowing it to gain significant elevation while leaving the beautiful landscape untouched. Imagine driving through a tunnel that feels more like navigating a spiral parking garage tucked inside a mountain. The Drammen Spiral is not just a transport route, it's an innovative solution to the challenge of steep terrains. By carefully planning this design, engineers created a way to move vehicles upwards without drastically altering the natural scenery. As you traverse the spiral, the views outside shift, showing off Norway's stunning countryside. This clever approach not only enhances travel efficiency, but also showcases how technology can harmonize with nature. Whether you're a fan of engineering marvels or simply love scenic drives, the Drammen Spiral is a must-see. Isn't it fascinating how such creativity can exist in transportation? Prepare to be amazed by Hong Kong's population. Did you know that this bustling metropolis boasts a staggering population of over 7.5 million people? That's an incredible number for an area of just about 426 square miles. It's one of the most densely populated places on the planet. This compact city is crammed with skyscrapers, vibrant markets, and rich culture. However, what truly sets Hong Kong apart is how its urban density affects daily life. Imagine navigating crowded streets where people from diverse backgrounds come together, making it a melting pot of cultures. Despite the hustle and bustle, Hong Kong also offers serene escapes in its stunning parks and nature trails just a short distance away. Each corner of the city tells a story, from its colonial history to modern innovation. Isn't it fascinating how such a small space can hold so many lives and experiences? Prepare to be amazed by the power of smiles. By the early to mid-20th century, smiling in photographs became a delightful trend, showcasing a cultural shift towards more casual and spontaneous portraits. This change was driven by a longing to capture authentic moments rather than stiff, formal poses. The phrase "say cheese" rose to fame during this time, cleverly encouraging people to pull their lips back, resulting in a bright and genuine smile. This evolution wasn't just about how we looked in photos. It also reflected broader societal changes in self-representation. As cameras improved and became more accessible, people began to embrace the joy of showcasing their true selves, rather than adhering to rigid norms. The transformation of smiling in photography highlights how technology and cultural values shape the way we express ourselves over time. So next time you snap a pic, think about the history behind that smile. Can you believe a blue whale's tongue weighs that much? Astonishingly, this massive organ can tip the scales at around 2.7 tons, which is roughly equal to the weight of an adult elephant. When you think about it, that's incredible considering that the blue whale itself is the largest animal on the planet, reaching lengths of up to 100 feet. This enormous tongue plays a crucial role in the whale's feeding process, allowing it to consume vast quantities of food. Blue whales primarily eat tiny shrimp-like animals called krill, and during feeding seasons, they can gulp in up to 4 tons of these tiny creatures in one mouthful. The tongue helps to push the water out while trapping the krill inside, creating a perfect feeding strategy in the ocean. Imagine the sheer power and size of such a creature. The blue whale's tongue isn't just heavy. It also shows how nature has equipped this gentle giant with amazing adaptations to thrive in its aquatic home. Isn't it incredible how life in the ocean can be so extraordinary? Here's what actually happens when we protect manta rays. The Indonesian Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries made a stunning discovery. Though a single manta ray is worth only $40 when killed, its value skyrockets to over $1 million throughout its lifetime in tourism. This insight sparked a significant shift in perspective about these magnificent creatures. Rather than focusing on short-term profit from fishing, authorities recognized the long-term benefits of preserving manta rays for ecotourism and marine biodiversity. To put this into action, Indonesia established the largest manta ray sanctuary in the world, a vital step towards protecting the species and strengthening local economies. Tourists flock to admire these graceful giants, bringing income to local businesses while boosting conservation. Imagine the impact if more countries followed suit. Wouldn't it be amazing to see oceans brimming with life? Did you know that boredom can speed up your heart rate? This surprising fact highlights that boredom isn't just a mental state, it's also a physiological one. When people experience boredom, their bodies can enter a high arousal state, which means that their heart rates may actually increase. It turns out that when we're feeling bored, nearby situations can trigger a burst of energy as our bodies respond to perceived lack of stimulation. This boost in heart rate may startle us, making us feel restless as we seek something more engaging to do. So next time you find yourself twiddling your thumbs, remember that your body is reacting. While boredom might feel uncomfortable, it can serve an important purpose by prompting us to seek out excitement or creativity. Embracing these moments can lead us to discover new hobbies or interests. Isn't it fascinating how your body reacts even when your mind feels stuck? Is it really true that canoes are vital to culture? Absolutely. Canoes are not just boats. They are an essential part of many communities, especially among indigenous peoples. In regions where rivers and lakes are prominent, canoes serve multiple purposes, from transportation to trade. Families often rely on these vessels to connect with neighbors, gather resources, or participate in cultural ceremonies. The craftsmanship involved in making canoes reflects local traditions, passed down through generations. Moreover, preserving the tradition of canoe building is crucial for maintaining cultural identity. These crafts embody stories, skills, and customs that have shaped communities for centuries. By valuing canoes, people in these cultures aren't only safeguarding a practical means of travel, they're also honoring their heritage. So next time you see a canoe, remember it's more than just a boat, it's a living piece of history. What stories do you think each canoe holds? You won't believe how your nose keeps smelling. The cells in your nose, called olfactory receptor neurons, play a crucial role in detecting different odors. These tiny cellular heroes are remarkable because they refresh themselves about every 28 days. This cycle of regeneration is essential to maintaining our ability to sniff out everything from fresh cookies to blooming flowers. It also allows your nose to recover from minor damage, which can happen from everyday irritants like smoke or strong chemicals. However, this incredible ability doesn't last forever. As we age, the regeneration process slows down, leading to a noticeable decline in our sense of smell. This means that older adults may struggle to identify certain scents that once brought them joy. Isn't it fascinating how such a vital part of our senses constantly renews itself? Prepare to be amazed by snow's hidden secrets. Scientists have found that even fresh, white snow isn't as pure as you might think. In fact, snow acts like a magnet for pollutants drifting in from the air. This means that when snowflakes fall, they can capture tiny bits of dirt, dust, and even harmful chemicals, challenging the common belief that snow is always clean and pristine. Researchers tested various snow samples and discovered unexpected levels of pollution, showing that snow can actually reflect the air quality of the environment where it falls. So when you look at a beautiful blanket of snow, remember that it might be hiding some surprising secrets beneath that sparkling surface. Isn't it fascinating how this delicate frozen water can tell us so much about our air quality while looking so pure? This might surprise you. Fish can be quite dramatic. If you think fish are just calm swimmers, think again. Some species exhibit behaviors that feel like they're channeling their inner passive-aggressive neighbor. When divers enter the water, certain curious fish often follow them closely, almost like they want to investigate what those human visitors are up to. It's as if they're sizing up the divers or watching their every move. Then there are those fish that seem convinced their own reflection is an intruder. They puff up and gesture aggressively, displaying behaviors that resemble fights. This reflects a fascinating aspect of their psychology. They may feel threatened by a competitor in their territory, even if it's just themselves in a shiny surface. These quirky behaviors add a splash of personality to the underwater world, showing us that fish, much like us, have their own ways of expressing feelings and guarding their spaces. Can you imagine ancient Rome's water supply system? The Roman Empire was famous for its incredible engineering skills, especially when it came to water management. They built a vast network of aqueducts, impressive structures designed to transport fresh water from distant sources into cities and towns. These aqueducts, made from stone, brick, and concrete, could stretch for miles and were often raised on arches to navigate valleys and rough terrain. This ingenious system allowed millions of people to access clean water for drinking, bathing, and irrigation, which greatly improved public health and agriculture. Some of these aqueducts, like the Aqua Appia and Aqua Claudia, were so well constructed that they continue to work even today. Imagine the sight of water flowing through these ancient channels, a vital lifeline for busy Roman life. The engineering expertise behind this water supply not only showcased Roman ingenuity, but also set the standard for future civilizations. So when you turn on your tap today, think of that remarkable legacy that still flows across the centuries. Did you know vampire bats drink blood for dinner? These fascinating creatures are among the few mammals that rely exclusively on blood, a practice called hematophagy. Found in Central and South America, vampire bats possess unique heat sensors on their noses that help them spot blood vessels in their tasty prey, often livestock like cows and pigs. When they bite, their saliva secretly mixes with their host's blood. It contains special anticoagulants to prevent clotting, letting them enjoy a meal without waking their unsuspecting victim. While they may sound terrifying, vampire bats have an interesting social side too. They are known to share food with fellow bats, showing that even these spooky creatures have a caring community. Who knew that bloodsuckers could be so considerate? Is it really true that Ford played football professionally? Before Gerald Ford became a well-known figure in American politics, he was a star football player. After showcasing his skills on the field at the University of Michigan, both the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers offered him contracts to play professionally. Imagine a world where Ford donned a football uniform instead of a suit. But Ford chose a different path, opting to study law and eventually dive into a political career. This decision led him to a remarkable title. He became the only U.S. president who was never elected to a national office. His journey from the football field to the White House is a fascinating twist in American history, showing that sometimes life takes unexpected turns. What if Ford had tackled a different role in the NFL? Would the history of American football look different today? Hard to believe, but boiled eggs can stink. When you cook eggs, a fascinating transformation happens inside. If you let them boil for too long, they can start to emit a foul odor. This occurs due to a chemical reaction where the sulfur from the egg white meets hydrogen from the yolk. Together, they create hydrogen sulfide gas, which is infamous for its rotten egg smell. Ever notice that terrible scent wafting from overcooked eggs? That's hydrogen sulfide at work. This gas forms when eggs are exposed to high heat for extended periods, leading not only to a smell that can turn your stomach, but also to a greenish ring around the yolk. To keep your eggs delightful and delicious, aim for a boil time of about 9 to 12 minutes for hard-boiled perfection. So next time you whip out the pot, remember, a little care can save your breakfast from becoming a stinky disaster. Let's uncover the truth about catasetum orchids. These fascinating plants have developed a truly unique way to reproduce, which relies heavily on their clever use of pollinating insects. When an insect visits a catasetum orchid flower, it doesn't just sip nectar, it triggers an incredible mechanism. This reaction causes a sac filled with pollen to launch toward the insect, thanks to a sticky pad that makes sure the pollen sticks effectively. This fascinating tactic not only ensures that the pollen reaches the female flowers, but it also minimizes the waste of precious resources. In a world where many plants rely on wind or direct contact for pollination, the cleverness of the catasetum orchid stands out. Such an ingenious reproductive method highlights the intricate relationships in nature between plants and pollinators. This dance of life illustrates how evolution can lead to remarkably specialized adaptations. Isn't it amazing how these flowers have found such an efficient way to thrive? Hard to believe, but the largest stolon is massive. A famous German Christmas cake was baked in 2010 and measures an astonishing 10 meters, 236.55 feet long. This gigantic treat was made in the Haarlem railway station in the Netherlands and took 2.5 hours to cook. Imagine the ingredients. It required enormous quantities of flour, butter, dried fruit, and marzipan, making it a true baker's marvel. Stollen itself has a rich history, originating from Dresden, Germany, and is famous for being dusted with powdered sugar, giving it a snowy appearance that perfectly captures the holiday spirit. Today, it's adored by people around the world, showing just how much joy food can bring during festive seasons. How cool is it that a single cake can become such a symbol of celebration and togetherness? Can you picture a village floating above water? Gumen, often called the Venice of Africa, is a remarkable village in Benin that seems to defy the ordinary. Situated above Lake Nakwe, Gumen is built entirely on wooden stilts, creating a stunning landscape that captivates visitors and locals alike. The houses, perched high above the water, allow residents to enjoy beautiful views while skillfully navigating their daily lives. In Gumen, fishing and boating aren't just hobbies, they are the primary means of livelihood. With canals serving as the main streets, the sounds of paddles splashing and nets being cast fill the air, creating a unique rhythm of life. The community thrives on this waterway, supporting both the economy and the culture of this floating haven. Children learn to fish as soon as they can paddle, while adults share stories and laughter while repairing nets and preparing meals of fresh catch. Gumen truly offers an extraordinary glimpse into the harmony between nature and human ingenuity. How many other places can claim such a special connection to the water? Nature's amazing dragonfly wings fight bacteria. Scientists recently discovered that the wings of dragonflies feature remarkable tiny nanospikes that can shred bacteria effectively. This unique design isn't just fascinating, it serves a real purpose in nature. The sharp nanostructures reduce the number of harmful microbes that land on their wings, helping these insects maintain their health as they flit from one place to another. Inspired by this incredible mechanism, researchers are now working on creating surfaces that mimic these wings. Imagine how transformative this could be for hospitals, where keeping environments free of bacteria is crucial. By applying these dragonfly-inspired surfaces in hospital ventilation systems and other areas, we could significantly reduce the spread of infections and enhance patient safety. This could be a game-changer in healthcare, blending natural solutions with advanced technology to protect lives. What other secrets do our natural world hold? Surprisingly, it's a fact that animals can rest on their feet. This unique ability is a smart survival adaptation seen in various prey animals. For instance, creatures like horses and deer can doze while standing, thanks to a special locking mechanism in their limbs. This allows them to stay ready to spring into action at the first sign of danger. Imagine a horse peacefully munching grass, but the moment it senses a predator, it's off in a flash. This adaptation has evolved over countless generations, helping these animals survive in the wild where threats lurk. By being able to nap without lying down, they conserve energy and remain vigilant. This fascinating trait serves as a powerful reminder of nature's ingenuity in adapting to challenges and threats. So the next time you see a grazing animal, think about how its ability to rest while standing is not just quirky, but an essential part of its survival strategy. Here's what actually happens when trees live forever. Trees are the longest living organisms on Earth, showcasing incredible lifespans that mesmerize scientists and nature lovers alike. Take Methuselah, a bristlecone pine in California that has been alive for over 4,800 years. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Consider the Pando Grove in Utah, a remarkable clonal tree system estimated to be around 80,000 years old. This grove consists of genetically identical trees connected by a single root system, making it a striking example of nature's resilience. These trees can regenerate themselves through their roots, effectively achieving a form of immortality unless they encounter drastic environmental changes, such as wildfires or severe climate shifts. So the next time you walk through a forest, remember, some of these giants are ancient survivors, quietly thriving through the millennia. What secrets do they hold about our planet's history? Hard to believe, but Tarantino bought a video store. When filmmaker Quentin Tarantino heard that Video Archives, the rental store where he once worked, was closing down, he decided to take action. Understanding the store's deep personal significance, he purchased its entire inventory and transformed his basement into a replica of the beloved shop. For Tarantino, this wasn't just about preserving movies. It was also a way to hold on to cherished memories of his early days in cinema. Video Archives was a treasure trove filled with films that shaped his unique filmmaking style. By recreating this space, Tarantino ensured that the essence of the store and its influence on his career would not fade away. His passion for film and nostalgia drove this remarkable decision, making it a fascinating story about love for cinema and personal history. How cool is it to relive your past in such a creative way? Discover the Mackenzie River's incredible journey. The Mackenzie River, stretching over 4,000 kilometers, is the longest river in Canada and showcases a breathtaking array of landscapes as it meanders through the country's northwestern territories. Beginning at Great Slave Lake, this mighty river winds its way through forests, tundras, and majestic mountains before finally pouring into the Arctic Ocean. Along its course, the Mackenzie provides essential water resources for local communities, including indigenous peoples who have relied on it for generations. It also supports a rich variety of wildlife, offering habitat to animals like black bears, moose, and numerous fish species. The river's health is crucial, not just for the environment, but also for the economy, as it facilitates transportation and fishing activities. With its stunning beauty and ecological importance, the Mackenzie River stands as a vital artery in Canada, connecting people, nature, and history. How does this incredible river continue to shape the life and culture of the regions it flows through? Can you imagine glass flowing like a liquid? This fascinating property comes from the fact that glass is actually an amorphous solid. Unlike most solids that have a neatly arranged crystalline structure, glass lacks this organization, which gives it some liquid-like qualities. Over time, especially in older glass windows, this can lead to a curiosity. Glass tends to be thicker at the bottom than at the top. You might think that's due to a poor manufacturing process, but it's simply a result of gravity working on the material over many years. As the glass slowly flows, it settles and transforms its shape, allowing for these interesting variations in thickness. This unique behavior challenges our understanding of solids and liquids, reminding us that nature often holds surprises that defy our expectations. So next time you admire a classic window, remember, you're looking at a remarkable material that's more dynamic than it seems. Guess what really drives Uranus's mysterious rings? Uranus, the seventh planet from the Sun, has a fascinating array of 13 faint rings and 27 moons, many of which boast names inspired by Shakespearean characters. This makes it not only unique in our solar system, but also a literary treasure trove. The rings are remarkably thin and dark, making them hard to spot, but they add to the planet's charm. What's even more intriguing is Uranus's magnetic field, which is tilted steeply from its rotational axis. This unusual alignment leads to bizarre auroras, offering a spectacular show of colors. Imagine dazzling lights dancing across a planet that spins on its side. With such strange features and a connection to literature, Uranus captivates our imagination and challenges our understanding of planetary science. Isn't it amazing how a planet can intertwine art and nature? What's hidden in the Earth's mysterious hole? This intriguing idea suggests that a mysterious hole exists deep within our planet, potentially connecting to its very roots. Geologists often discuss the Earth's layered structure, with a crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core. But what if there is more beneath the surface? Some tales describe a vast inner world filled with secrets, perhaps connecting different geological features and even affecting the planet's magnetic field. This conceptual whole might symbolize deeper connections among minerals, molten rock, and tectonic shifts. While no scientific evidence currently supports the existence of an actual, traversable hole, the thought provokes curiosity. Exploring this concept can lead us to think about the incredible forces that shape our Earth and how everything is interconnected. It raises questions about our understanding of the planet's inner workings and geological mysteries. Could there be hidden realms in the depths of the Earth waiting to be discovered? Did you know Dolly Parton once lost to herself? In a delightful twist of fate, the legendary country singer entered a look-alike contest for her own image, and surprisingly, didn't win. Contestants believed her appearance was too artificial, showcasing her iconic style that's filled with glam and exaggerated features. Dolly's persona, characterized by her big hair, flashy outfits, and warm smile, has made her a beloved figure in country music. This amusing anecdote not only highlights the playful side of her personality, but also reflects how she embraces humor in everything she does. Known for her quick wit and genuine charm, Dolly shows that she doesn't take herself too seriously. Her willingness to laugh at herself and connect with fans through relatable stories only strengthens her appeal. It's just another reason why Dolly Parton continues to be an enduring icon in entertainment. Turns out, the truth is that rivalry fuels innovation. This fascinating tale begins with Enzo Ferrari, the iconic founder of Ferrari, who once insulted a man named Ferruccio Lamborghini. Enzo claimed that while Ferruccio could drive a tractor, he would never be able to handle a Ferrari. This comment ignited a fiery passion in Lamborghini, who was not only a successful tractor manufacturer, but also an avid car enthusiast. Rather than backing down, Lamborghini decided to take on the challenge. In 1963, he established Automobili Lamborghini with the goal of creating the perfect sports car that could rival Ferrari. This led to the birth of legendary models like the Lamborghini Miura, which became famous for its innovative design and incredible speed. This rivalry between Lamborghini and Ferrari transformed the automotive industry, inspiring both brands to push the limits of engineering and design. Who knew a spat could lead to such groundbreaking achievements? Did you know that the smallest wolves weigh only 30 pounds? These tiny canines are found in the Middle East, showcasing just how diverse the wolf family is. While most people might picture a robust, large predator when they think of wolves, the differences between various species are striking. In stark contrast to the petite Middle Eastern wolves, which tip the scales at around 30 pounds, larger wolves thrive in the colder regions of Canada, Russia, and Alaska, where they can weigh up to an impressive 175 pounds. This dramatic variation in size is not just fascinating, it reflects how wolves have adapted to different environments. Smaller wolves might be better suited to navigate dense terrains, while larger ones are built to hunt in the open, snowy expanses of the north. Isn't it amazing how nature shapes these incredible animals based on where they live? Did you know two men sued Universal Studios over a movie? In 2023, a surprising legal case emerged when two disappointed viewers filed a lawsuit against the film giant for $5 million. Their complaint stemmed from watching the film Yesterday, which they had paid $3.99 to see, only to discover that actress Ana de Armas, who was prominently featured in the movie's trailer, did not actually appear in the final cut. This sparked outrage among fans who felt misled by the marketing tactics used to promote the film. The lawsuit claims that the studio's actions constitute false advertising, as the trailer gave consumers the expectation of seeing de Armas's performance. Such legal battles raise important questions about how movies are marketed and the responsibilities of studios to their audience. This case stands out as a reminder that, in today's world of social media and instant reactions, consumers are willing to take a stand when they feel deceived. Will this lawsuit change how films are advertised in the future? Did you know the Fantasy Hike app turns steps into adventure? This innovative app transforms your real-life hikes into an epic journey by following the legendary path of Frodo from The Lord of the Rings to the dark lands of Mordor. As you walk, your individual steps count towards unlocking milestones and story elements that enhance your experience. Imagine trekking through your local park, but feeling like you're battling orcs or seeking the One Ring next to Samwise Gamgee. The app gamifies your hike, turning every step into a part of a grand narrative, making outdoor exercise much more exciting. You can even connect with friends, encouraging one another to keep moving while sharing your achievements along the way. It blends fitness with the fun of storytelling, making it perfect for fans of fantasy who want to stay active. Ready to step into an adventure like no other? This might surprise you. Lord Humongous steals the show. In the post-apocalyptic film, The Road Warrior, the character of Lord Humongous, with his eerie metal mask, creates a chilling presence that captivates audiences. This unforgettable villain, portrayed by actor Vernon Wells, embodies the chaos and despair of a dystopian world. The movie uses raw and gritty storytelling to reflect a society in ruins, where survival comes at a high cost. Lord Humongous stands out not only for his frightening appearance, but also for his menacing demeanor, making him a nightmare for the film's protagonists. The Road Warrior is famous for its high-octane chase scenes and intense action, but it's the haunting figure of Humongous that leaves a lasting impression. Fans often appreciate how the character adds depth to the plot, fueling tension and excitement. As moviegoers navigate the gripping world of the Road Warrior, they find themselves mesmerized by the film's vivid imagery and the compelling portrayal of its villain. What do you think makes a truly memorable movie villain? Can you believe how Peter plays music with cups? This talented Czech musician has an extraordinary gift that amazes everyone who hears him. Using just glass cups filled with varying levels of water, he creates beautiful melodies that can mimic any song you throw at him. Imagine a simple glass becoming an instrument. Peter adjusts the water in each cup to change the pitch and tone, creating a symphony of sound while tapping the glasses with his fingers. This captivating performance often leaves audiences awestruck as he transitions from one song to another with incredible skill and flair. His unique approach to music showcases the creativity that can emerge from everyday objects. Not only does he entertain, but he also inspires others to see the beauty in the ordinary. From pop hits to classical masterpieces, Peter proves that music can be made in the most unexpected ways. Have you ever thought about how simple items can transform into something extraordinary? Turns out, the truth is that Hollywood moved west. In the early 1900s, most film production took place in New York City. However, filmmakers faced a big problem. Thomas Edison held numerous patents covering key technologies, making it expensive and complicated to create movies. Seeking more freedom, many filmmakers decided to pack their bags and head to sunny Los Angeles, where they could operate without Edison's restrictive control. The warm weather and diverse landscapes also offered a perfect backdrop for filming. This migration led to the birth of the Hollywood we know today, transforming it into the heart of the movie industry. With independence from the East Coast limitations, filmmakers could experiment and innovate, paving the way for the vibrant film culture that flourishes in California now. So the next time you watch a movie, remember that Hollywood's sunny charm is rooted in a quest for creative freedom. Here's what actually happens when you use the Baghdad battery. The Baghdad battery, believed to be the world's oldest battery, dates back to around 200 BC. This fascinating artifact consists of a clay jar, a metal rod, and a copper cylinder. Some historians think it might have been used for electroplating, an ancient technique for applying a layer of metal to objects. Imagine artisans creating shiny decorative items as if they had their very own power bank, even without modern gadgets. While there is still debate about its actual use, the idea of generating electricity back then is astonishing. If it truly worked as a battery, it shows incredible ingenuity, hinting that people thousands of years ago experimented with electricity long before we truly understood its potential. Could this ancient device have inspired future innovations in energy? The mystery still captivates both archaeologists and tech enthusiasts today.